Greetings, prospective chancellors, science scholars. My name is Rich McLaughlin, and I am the chair of the mathematics department. I was asked to talk to you a little bit about our program. We offer a major in mathematics, a Bachelor of Science in mathematics, or with a track in applied mathematics. We also offer a Bachelor of Arts degree and a minor as well.
I decided to become a math major because I always loved the subject, but I actually didn't come into UNC as a math major. I was a bio major at first, but I was really longing for more math in my life, so I took it as a sign that I really should change my major. So in first semester freshman year, I went from biology to mathematics, and I haven't looked back. I really love it here at UNC doing math.
I applied to UNC as a math major because in high school I actually enjoyed my calculus class, and then I had the opportunity to take university level math courses at A&T, and it was interesting, and I wanted to learn more about both pure mathematics and the real world application of that.
So, although I'm not a math major, I just finished my math minor last semester, so hopefully I will have had enough experience with the math department at UNC that something I say here will be helpful. So the reason that I decided to pursue a math minor is because, I was always interested in math throughout high school. And looking at the requirements for the computer science major, there are a few mid to higher level math courses like linear algebra, multivariable calculus that you have to take. And so I figured that if I'm already interested in math and I have to take these classes, I might as well just tack on a few extra classes that look interesting, and then that way I could graduate with a math minor. So that's what I decided to do.
And the math department at UNC has given me opportunities to explore these high-level mathematics in fascinating ways. Like in the numerical analysis course I took last semester, that's probably the most interesting math course I've ever taken so far. In the course, we took complex, many-dimensional equations that I wouldn't have been able to solve or visualize on my own, but we solved them using very simple but repeated equations and parameters. We ran this through a computer program called ImageTank. In the course, we used C++ to code it, which I wasn't very familiar with, but I learned it through the course. And ImageTank is actually a program that my instructor, David Adelsteinston, developed for data analytics, with a couple of other programs as well.
Some of the most interesting classes I've taken here at UNC. One was Math 381, which is Intro to Discrete Mathematics. I thought it was really cool to see a new side of math that you don't usually get to see before college. I also took it in Stockholm, Sweden, with a UNC professor through one of UNC's study abroad programs, which was really cool. It was a great experience. Another notable class was Math 521, which is your first class in real analysis. Definitely one of the most challenging classes I've taken at UNC, but I feel like it really forced me to grow as a math student and as a mathematician, so I felt like I had to shout it out in this video as well. Both of those are required courses for your math major here at UNC, so definitely keep them in mind and make sure to enjoy them if you end up taking them here.
And I think that at UNC, my favorite math class I've taken has to be Math 548, which is combinatorics. So, beyond just the content of that class, I think my professor is what really made it a great class for me. So my professor was Ivan Cherednik, and he was just amazing, especially with COVID and the class being online, just super accommodating with that, but he was also really good at getting you to pay attention. He would throw in maybe little jokes everywhere or kind of tidbits of math history, and it definitely kept you engaged and wanting to listen. And as a result, I think I learned a lot more in that class than I did in a lot of my other classes. And then on top of that, he's also like an internationally acclaimed mathematician. So, he's had articles published about him, and he's had like an entire field of numbers named after him, and I just think it's like mind-blowing that I'm some random college student, but I can still sit there in front of him and just learn so much. And I really think it's amazing that being at UNC, you have the opportunity to be in the presence of these professors that have made real impacts in their fields. And so I'm very grateful for that experience.
Later in the semester, I actually used a code that I wrote in that class to solve a national mathematics challenge, Semiode's competition using differential equations. We took a social concept, how different cultures would mix and interact, and we modeled it over time, accounting for different sizes and other parameters. We actually took some inspiration from a biological model called the Lochte-Volterra model. And we came up with a pretty complex solution, but it was relatively easy to visualize because I had already written a program to numerically solve it and visualize it.
We have lots of research opportunities for undergraduates. We run a number of laboratories, physical experimental laboratories, including the fluids laboratory, which houses a large 120-foot long wave tank that's in the basement of Chapman Hall. We also have a few other laboratories. Pedro Sainz is an assistant professor that's opened his own laboratory. He does lots of experiments involving vibration and how vibration can do some pretty neat things with fluid phenomena. We also have Boyce Griffith has a laboratory where is studying heart valve design.
I'm currently doing research in knot theory that involves working with invariants of 3 manifolds, if that sounds interesting to you. We can talk about it maybe sometime, with one of my professors. And of course that's pure mathematics, but there are actually a lot of research opportunities in applied mathematics here at UNC as well. So if that's something you're interested in, UNC is a great place to be.
We have lots of undergraduate research opportunities across the department in both pure and applied mathematics. And one way lots of students get involved in research is through writing an honors thesis or just a thesis, an undergraduate thesis as sort of a capstone project.
I think my math minor has been really helpful for my computer science major. I took a class in machine learning, and in that class there was a lot of linear algebra, probabilities that I had to calculate, so having a strong math background really helped me be successful in that class. So, I always recommend to my fellow computer science majors that you should consider a math minor, since whether you want to go into the industry or into academia, personally, I'm not sure which one I want to do, but either way, you're going to need math. It's helpful for computing different things. It's helpful for figuring out how efficient algorithms are. You really need that. And also for math majors, I recommend maybe learning some computer science. It helps make math problems easier, and it's definitely a great skill to have.
This is an exciting major. We have lots of growth of numbers of students in the major. They're going on to do really exciting things. In graduate school in mathematics or in other sciences is a possibility after getting a degree in this area. Of course, the exciting revolution of data science is opening up lots of new employment opportunities.
Ultimately, I want to go on and get my PhD in math as well and become a professor. It seems like the best job ever, being able to teach your favorite subject and do research in it at the same time.
As anyone that's considering a mathematics degree, some of the math courses are certainly challenging, but it is all possible, even if it's new concepts that you haven't necessarily worked with before. If you're interested in math, either because you enjoyed a calculus course or pre-calculus course in high school, like I did, or some other reason, the UNC Math Department has a staff and the resources to help you work both through earning a math degree, but also through finding real-world applications where you can use what you learn in research or in industry or elsewhere.
Maybe some closing comments for a prospective math major here at UNC. The department has some really awesome professors that really care about your success in your major. So I would definitely encourage any math major here, prospective math major here, to get to know their professors and to get to know their peers and develop that support network within the department, because that's how you really start diving deeper into mathematics, talking to people about it, asking questions, doing stuff that you start off being like, I don't know anything about this, and you grow because you learn about it, and one day you look back, you're like, I can't believe I thought that was hard at some point. It's a really great experience, and I feel like that starts by talking about math with people, not just going through the major alone and feeling like you have to chug through things alone. And UNC has a great community to do that, so yeah.
So personally, I'm very happy that I pursued a math minor, and I hope that if you come to UNC, you enjoy your math classes as well.
I think it's a great major. It opens up a lot of doors. It's the language that's used across the sciences, and so I look forward to meeting many of you certainly this summer. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email. My email address can be found at the mathematics department website. So stay safe, everybody, and see you all soon.
I hope that wherever your education and career take you, that you find yourselves always learning, always challenged, and always sharing experiences with others. Hopefully, you'll find those situations as a UNC math major or math minor, but in any case, I hope this was helpful, and I wish you luck. Thank you.